I have some insider information on Gypsy Rose. I'm just joking. The only information I have was readily available to all of you on the internet, and anybody and everybody could have found it. But today I compiled it in a video for you, and we're going to talk about it like we do every single time there's something to talk about, because that's what we like doing over here on this channel. And if you like that, subscribe. But before we get into it, I am over on TikTok, and I've been going through lots of jewelry and also selling a lot of the things that I find. So if you would like to join me on TikTok and check out my shop, I will have those two links down below. Check my shop out. It's down there. Christmas is coming up, I'm just saying. So if you know somebody that likes jewelry, I have a lot of it over on my shop, and I would love to sell it to you. Today we have to talk about Gypsy, Ken, and Ryan, because there is more to talk about, and I am so thankful for that. I would like to thank them for giving me something to talk about. Mwah. Thank you guys so much. You may or may not know that Gypsy and Ken decided that they were going to do a paternity test while the baby is still a brewing in Gypsy's belly, comfy cozy, and there where it is safe. Because once it gets out in the wild, everything's going to get nuts. I can almost guarantee you. If you didn't know, while you are still pregnant, you can still get a paternity test taken to determine who the father of the baby is. And I guess, well, they're alleging that everybody was getting to them, right? So some of you that are watching this video was convinced that this baby that Gypsy is pregnant with was Ryan's. And even though Ryan did a live recently where he said that he never said anything any different about the baby being Ken's, he definitely did. Kind of like fueled a little bit of the speculation that maybe it could be his. I have a clip of that, I know for sure, on one of the videos that I did. My playlist will be linked down below if you would like to see all the videos that I've done over on Gypsy. But they're alleging that everybody was getting to them. All the speculation, all the people thinking that this was not Ken's baby and this was Ryan's, was bothering them. And I have a theory that that's not true, that I will share in a moment once we get through all of this. So they went ahead and they took a paternity test, and then Ryan popped up with this video on his TikTok where he was clearly upset that Gypsy did this without letting him know. So I'm going to play this for you really quick, and then we're going to talk about it.
Hey guys, it's me, Ryan. Of course, y'all know that already, don't you? But anyway, I'm doing this video today because I got something on my mind. Alright, I heard about the DNA test that Gypsy's doing this week. Now, I think that's so strange to me because I've never once questioned who the baby daddy was. Never once said I'm gonna make a fuss about it, or I'm gonna prevent this or do that. I've never said anything like that. I've always said, guys, it's not my baby. Like, I've always said that. And I just think it's funny. You know, it hit me last night. Guys, Gypsy's probably already had that procedure done. Okay? Because you wouldn't tell TMZ about it unless you knew for a fact who the baby daddy already was. So, Ken, congratulations. You're still a homewrecker, in my opinion. But that is your baby. I've never fought that. Gypsy knows that. It's sad that I have to hear about it through TMZ as far as the test being done. It's really sad. But, guys, I've never fought it. I just, it's a way to, because now they're going to probably sell the results. Surprise, surprise. They already know. I put money on it that they already know who the baby daddy is, and that's fine. Like, I just would have waited till the baby was born to make it a simple swab instead of having a procedure. That's just me. But do what you do, Gypsy. I mean, like, I'm just being real. You know, I've never fought you on that. Ever. I've not. I just don't understand your logic sometimes. But, you know, a nice call would have been alright to be like, hey, I'm getting this test done. But I don't know what to expect anyway. So, deuces.
So upon first watching, you would say it's not any of Ryan's business if it's not his baby, and he doesn't think that it's his baby. It's not really his business if she chooses to do the paternity test, even though it does involve him in a sense, you could say that, you know, if he really doesn't think it's his, then why would she have to tell him? But I also think there's this element of the fact that they are public figures now and everybody knows who they are, and he's going to be in the news. His name's going to be brought up. There's going to be videos made after him. Here's one of them right here. There's going to be videos made about him. There's going to be news articles about him. Like, people are going to be talking about it. So it would have been respectful to let him know. And also, it directly involves you. People are speculating that it is your baby, and maybe there's a tiny little percentage of him that thought that it could have been his. I want to talk about the part of this where he's saying that they already knew that the baby was, you know, who the baby, what am I trying to say? He says in this clip that Gypsy and Ken already knew the results of the paternity test, and it was already done. And had it not been, they never would have come out and been like, hey, we're going to do this, because they wouldn't have been convinced that it was Ken's until it was done. So he's like, they already did it. They already knew. And so here's the thing that I really want to talk about with this, you guys, because we've talked a little bit over here on this channel about how Gypsy has said she's not going to exploit her baby once she's here, that she's going to keep her out of the spotlight. She's not going to, you know, put her on camera, this, that, and the other. But we're already starting to see little moments where she's currently exploiting her baby and she's not even born yet. And this is an example because, you guys, not only has Gypsy allegedly, according to Ryan, sat down and had meetings, like, I mean, eating lunch or something, I don't know, but she's had meetings with TMZ where they're like sitting there chit-chatting about the information they're going to put out to the public, which is like, they're like feeding you guys like little crumbs of things that they want you to know, which, I mean, to me is just like you guys are like literally profiting off of little tidbits of information that you're giving to the public and then just watching everybody spiral over it. Now, here's the thing. Okay, so whether she already knew the results of the paternity test or not, it is so scummy to me, okay, as someone who has been pregnant before, that you would have your child growing inside of you, right? And that you would even think at all, hey, I'm going to take a test that determines who this living being inside of my body's father is, and I'm going to sell that information to a very scummy news source like TMZ. The articles that are being posted, like TMZ and all that, they're saying things like, you know, she's doing this to like she's doing this because the public's getting to her, this, that, and the other. No, she's not. They sat down and probably had a meeting or a meeting on the phone or whatever and talked about how this article was going to go and what was going to be said. And I do not think, allegedly, that it has anything to do with them wanting to shut people up, because I'm sorry, I have seen stuff I haven't even talked about over here on this channel because I don't want to get involved in that, but I have seen some theories and information that people have put out there about what really happened during the situation with her and her mom, like scamming people. And I've seen some stuff about that I'm not repeating, but there's some pretty intense rumors. I mean, Ken and her dad, Rod, have both gotten on lives with people arguing with them, and I've listened to them, and they're intense, like back and forth about some of the rumors that are going around about her right now, and have been going around, that of her involvement in things that could have sent her to prison for something completely different than of her mom. And so there's some pretty interesting things that I've seen being said about that. So I can assure you, the most important thing that's out there and the biggest rumor that people are talking about is not that who the father of the baby is. That is the most minuscule thing of it, that honestly, it was completely unnecessary to even do this, because the baby's going to be born in what did she do in January or February? I honestly can't remember. But like, guys, like that's like 2 months away. The rumors on who the dad is has been going on since she got pregnant, right? And so it's like they waited all the way now, but the baby's going to be born at the blink of an eye. So why now? Because have you guys seen more people talking about this than there was? No. It's not that big of a thing. Like, yes, people have speculated, but it's not like flooding their pages like, who's the daddy? Who, like, I mean, it's not that big of a thing. I think the thing that's more important than that could be shut down is the rumors that have been flying around that Gypsy was, I'm not even going to repeat it here. I'm not even going to repeat it because I don't want to get involved in that side of things because, yeah, I'm not going to get involved in legal stuff. I'm just not. But I mean, I just feel like there's other things that could have been addressed. But, you know, playing with the DNA of your baby for TMZ and for random strangers on the internet to know who the father is of your unborn child that is going to grow up and have her own opinion and personality and thoughts and feelings about all of this, I don't feel like that was the most important thing. And if anything, it just further fuels the speculation, in my personal opinion, let me know what you all think, that she is gonna exploit her baby, because she already is. Like, yeah, she's not exploiting her image and all of that, but she's exploiting anything she can. What has she said, like, in the past, that she'd want to work at a drive-thru or something? Am I misremembering that? Let me know in the comments. But didn't she make a comment in her show or somewhere about, like, wanting to work a different job, like not caring about the money side of things? Really? Then why did you sell that? Like, if it was so important to you to just determine the of your baby for other people to just hush them down, why didn't you just go take the test and just show that? Like, did you have to sell it? You have your own platform you could have posted it on, but she had to sell this story. I don't know. I think that is just, that's a bit icky, y'all. It really is. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to lie. And now I listened to part of Ryan's live, and he was talking in that in a way that was making me believe that Gypsy has potentially talked to him more than what she has told Ken and other people. And I don't think that's surprising, because, I mean, she talked to Ken behind Ryan's back. So of course she would talk to Ryan behind Ken's back if it benefited her in some way, because she seems to do things if it benefits her. I'm just saying. Y'all know how I feel when it comes to people exploiting their kids. It bothers me more than anything, because those children are little lives that matter just as much as anybody else's, and they don't get a say so in any of this. And it's like, when there's already such a hoopla surrounding her unborn daughter, it's like, then she's gonna go and sell stories about her. Like, I would be really surprised if once the baby was born, if we didn't see, you know, front cover of some magazine, her baby's born. Like, I feel like there's going to be pictures of her holding the baby with Ken right there, because she's going to be offered so much money for those pictures, and I feel like she's going to take it. And I feel like those clips of her, you know, talking about how she doesn't want to exploit her baby, it's just, I don't know. They also said that they're currently filming for the new season of the show, so you know the cameras in January, they're going to be all up in there. Like, or that'll be the third season, I don't know, but I would be very, very, very surprised if she doesn't end up doing exactly what she said that she wouldn't do. You guys are going to have to let me know what you think in the comments down below about all of this. I just thought that was wild to me. I'm like, really? Really? Because I can guarantee you none of us really care that much. Like, even people who were like talking about who the dad was, it's not keeping anybody up at night. Like, it's just like, it might be a comment here or there on the internet, but we have our own lives, right? Like, we don't just sit here and just think about Gypsy 24/7 and who's the father of her baby. Like, there's other stuff going on. If you would like to join me over on TikTok, I'm having so much fun over there. I've been filming videos and posting almost every single day, and it's just been a lot of fun, and I've been selling jewelry, and I would love if you guys would browse my shop. I will have it linked down below. You can also send offers over there. You don't have to just pay the price I have it. You can send me offers, and I look at them every single day. And if you have like any jewelry jar requests or anything, feel free to send me a message over there. Check out my TikTok. I'm trying to get to 10,000 followers, because then I can make a playlist, and I really want to be able to make playlists. It's so weird to be on a social media platform where I can't make playlists. So help me get to 10K over on TikTok if you would do so kindly and willingly. The link will be down there. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you soon for another one.